Now, we do a lot for agents here at Neishloss and Fleming. I definitely can say that. But this program definitely speaks to that and then some, as we definitely have a special podcast here, a special edition of the Neishloss podcast that I think every agent out there, especially agents already with us, but even agents in general who are looking potentially for an FMO and looking maybe for some incentives out there aside from just their commissions, this would be the show for you. I am your host, Mike Asti, and I am joined by Christine Reith, who is one of my colleagues here at Neishloss, and she actually is our service manager. Is that that's your correct title, right? Or do you? Yeah, I know you guys changed things over there on that side of the.
Yes, close enough.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know there's contracting and service, and we always mess up that over on the sales side. But she's one of the managers with Neishloss, and she's actually running the greenhouse program, and that is what it's called, the greenhouse program. So she's in charge of all of this and making this possible for you, the agent. So Christine, to start things off here, what made this something that you thought would fit at Neishloss and something that you wanted to do for the agents?
So, as you know, one of the big things about our industry is that our agents are the backbone of our business. So we wanted to really come up with a way that we could thank our agents for partnering with us and really helping them grow and helping us grow together, cultivate that relationship that we have with them. And we thought, what better way to do that than go with this rewards program that actually one of our business units up in Minnesota developed, and we jumped on board with. So it's just really a great way for us to thank our agents.
Yeah, and it definitely seems like that's exactly what it's doing there. And I will get your exact title there. I do see you director of service, so we'll go with that. So that was very, very close of me.
Yeah.
But now tell us about Greenhouse, because this is for the agents. It's a benefit to the agents. I know you kind of got this from one of our colleagues as well. But what is Greenhouse exactly, and what is this program all about?
So Greenhouse is our agent rewards program, where we have various promotions that we run where we can award agents any amount of points for taking actions and being a partner with us. So the reward points that they receive, they can redeem them actually for Amazon gift cards, which is pretty cool. Who doesn't love getting an Amazon gift card? I know that I do.
Right.
But if it's something that you're going to be doing anyway, it's just an added perk.
Right. And that, yeah, it definitely seems like that's a nice little benefit, to say the least. I know I definitely like some Amazon gift cards, especially right now with what's going on. And basically like cash in your hand and goes right to your doorstep. So it's very, very convenient to be benefited from this program. Now, who all would qualify? Because this is for agents that are with Neishloss, but who all qualifies? Do they need to have 30 contracts? Do they need to have, one contract? How can they get involved in terms of where do they see Greenhouse on the website, and how can they be a part of the Greenhouse program, whether or not they're already with us here at Neishloss?
So really any agent, anybody who has a valid NPN, National Producer Number, can earn Greenhouse rewards. And the way that you can redeem them, right now we have a few different promotions going on. One of them is that just simply by registering for Greenhouse, by registering through the Neishloss website, you automatically get 50 reward points. So you just go in, you'll sign up for the Neishloss website. If you're already signed up for the Neishloss website, you just have to click on the Enter the Greenhouse button, which you'll find right on our homepage. Or you can also get there by going through agent programs. You'll click on Enter the Greenhouse, and then once you get in through the single sign-on, in the top right-hand corner, you'll see an option to edit your profile. You'll go in and you'll update your profile, make sure that all your contact information is in there. Send us an updated W-9 that we have on file for you, and then you'll automatically get your 50 points, and you become what we call redeem eligible. So to become redeem eligible, you do have to have one active contract directly through Neishloss and Fleming.
Okay, so that does sound easy enough, though, especially for agents that already have contracts under us, or agents thinking about contracting. This definitely is an added boost to add as an extra incentive, and That sounds pretty easy. So basically anyone out there selling,
Yes.
especially if you're with us, pretty much can qualify. So if you're not already involved and if you haven't set up a profile yet and you weren't aware of this already, or if you were aware because there's emails out there and you aren't currently involved and you didn't set up that profile, there's really no reason not to. You're just kind of missing out on
Right.
opportunities and extra bonuses in terms of what you're already doing. So I guess that kind of leads into what I want to ask next, because that's, agents, they're going to think I'm really, really busy already. That sounds nice. I want an Amazon gift card. I love Neishloss. I'm working with Neishloss, but I don't want to have to do something else. I don't want to have another job in addition to what I'm doing to get this Amazon gift card. I'm so busy. I don't know if it's worthwhile to me. How do you use the greenhouse program? You set up the profile and then you're involved and you're redeem eligible, but do you have to do
Mm-hmm.
anything? Is there any extra workload for the agent?
No, just by doing simple things that you would ordinarily do, you can earn points for. So for example, contracting for United Healthcare through Neishloss and Fleming right now, we have a promotion going on right now. If you submit your contract for United Healthcare, you'll get 300 points. Whenever your contract with United Healthcare is approved, you get 500 points. So that's a total of 800 points right there. So something you already want to do, you want to get contracted for that carrier, and we're just going to give you some points for doing that. Another thing is a brand new agent to Neishloss and Fleming. If you get one approved contract through us, you'll automatically be given 1,000 greenhouse reward points. So again, very easy. It's something you're already doing, and we want to reward you for doing that. We appreciate you. We appreciate you being a partner with us, and so we want to show you that.
Yeah. So again, it doesn't add any extra workload to you, the agent, and again, it sounds easy enough and kind of almost makes sense. It's one of the extra benefits. There's so much that we offer at Neishloss, especially now, and it seems like we're offering more and more as the weeks go by. But you talk about the social media program we have. We talk about Medicare Center, which makes it easy to enroll for agents. And Justin and I did a whole podcast about that. That's on the website already and social. So this is almost a reward for everything you're already doing. I mean, those things help generate sales and help your business, but this is almost a cherry on top of the sundae in terms of what you're already doing as part of your business. Now, Greenhouse has been around. It's relatively new, though. It's been around for, what, a couple months now, a month or so here at Neishloss?
Yes, we launched it March 1st. So it's new to Neishloss and Fleming.
So right before the world got crazy.
One of the other promotions that I haven't mentioned yet is actually the Medicare Center promotion that we're running right now. And
go ahead.
And the benefit to doing that is you're getting rewarded points for storing your scope of appointments in Medicare Center. So right now, everything is so crazy with what's going on in the world, and getting those scopes and compliantly storing those scopes is so important. Right. And we have this online enrollment tool where you can store those scopes. So it's a tiered out program for how many scopes that you're storing in the program. And depending on how many you have in there, you'll get an allotted amount of points for that. So it's just helping our agents keep their filing cabinets clean and compliant.
Yeah, I was going to say, if to even elaborate on that further, if you're able, in terms of, because that's one of the newer things the Greenhouse program is now doing. Greenhouse started, it was an incentive program, but now the healthcare program and that incentive with Medicare Center is a little bit newer, but certainly makes even more sense now with everything going on, but it will even further. And I always tell agents that even when the stay-at-home orders are over, and you'll be able to potentially be listening to this podcast after the stay-at-home order is already over in your area, the clients still may not be as excited to have people coming over their house and sit down and have a brownie and have a cup of coffee and sit there for 2 hours. So it may change the way everybody does business just in general. So that may need you to be involved in Medicare Center. It may need you to, use a Zoom platform. You do Zoom calls, and it may add more of an incentive again to be using the Greenhouse. So in terms of the scope of appointment and what they get by using Medicare Center, it's just how many scope of appointments gives you more points. And obviously scope of appointments is something that agents are doing anyway. Is there anything else you can elaborate on that part of it?
No, I mean, in order to make the sale, you have to have a scope on file. So it's just going to help you keep your records clean. And like I said, compliance. Compliance is one of the biggest things that we need to focus on as well to keep everybody's information protected. So
Right.
it's a secure place to keep that information. So
And
if
it's
you
just the
upload
same
one scope
scope of appointment on Medicare Center. So the upload that you do to Medicare Center gets you the greenhouse points. You don't need to upload them anywhere else, is I guess what I'm asking.
Correct. Just uploading it right to Medicare Center. So if you upload one scope a month, you get 300 points. 2 to 5, you get 600. And if you do over 6, you get 1,000 points.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. And again, that's quite a bit. And even the 50 for just putting a profile in, I mean, that it's easy enough. I got to make sure mine's on there and potentially get my points. I got to get on. So
I mean, know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's an easy thing and definitely something everyone should be doing. Now, anything else that you want to get out there? I mean, again, Greenhouse is a great extra incentive program. We do a lot here at Neishloss. Again, I every time I speak to agents, especially who are new that aren't as familiar with us, I always do tell them that not only do we pride ourselves on service, but we have so much going on in the company there with an in-house graphic designer to help you with business cards, billboards, postcards, all of that. We have Medicare Center that we already touched on. We have a whole social media program that we're going to probably do another podcast on called Snoozy, kind of an odd name, but it helps you either create all those social channels of Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, as well as a website, or maintain them if you already have those in existence. So it takes the time away from you. You don't have to bother with it and generate online leads for you. We always have somebody available to help you out. And then now we have the Greenhouse program as well. So it almost sounds like you're just being bamboozled with all this great service that we do at Neishloss, but it's all for the agent and makes it easier for them. And you can do as little as much of it as possible. But Greenhouse is certainly one that you shouldn't be shying away from because that's basically bonuses to you. So any final words on what Greenhouse is all about, why agents should be involved in Greenhouse, and maybe anything that you guys have in the pipeline, coming up? Because you have that UHC Medicare promotion right now. I'm sure there's going to be other carriers that, even if you don't have that, don't know that right now because we don't know how the Medicare industry is going to move and which carriers are going to be so important. But I'm sure other carriers are going to be involved with promotions. There's always going to be a lot moving. So this is a long-term program. This isn't just limited time, correct?
Absolutely. The sky's the limit with this program, which is what is so exciting for us, is that we can really morph this into anything that we want it to be. Right. So if you have any ideas on what we can do, don't hesitate to reach out. But yeah, we're very excited for it, and I hope that agents are just as excited.
Now, obviously, we here as marketers here at Neishloss and Fleming talk to agents about this, make sure they're aware of this in addition to this podcast. And anyone who does have any questions certainly can get in contact with me. And my direct line at Neishloss is 412-446-1769, 412-446-1769, or can email me. But any contact information that you want to provide in terms of anybody with any extra questions that they have about Greenhouse, obviously you guys are doing so much, and I think what agents should realize is the way this is so easy, and the reason why it's so easy, and the reason why you can just put a scope of appointments in Medicare Center and do everything and have it just miraculously appear and you get Greenhouse points by just really making yourself redeem eligible. It's because of people like Christine who are doing all that background work. It's not necessarily magic, but she's waving her magic wand to do all that background work, so you guys don't have to worry about it, and you can just basically conduct your normal business and then gain almost extra incentives on top of your commission. But any contact information that you want to provide with Greenhouse?
Yeah, we actually have an email address set up specifically for Greenhouse requests, which is greenhouse@neishloss.com. Or you can always give me a call. My direct dial number is 412-446-1760.
Okay,
and
so
then
similar to my number, but the last number is different.
Yeah. Yes.
Go ahead.
One of the other things that I wanted to talk about before we wrapped up is kind of how Greenhouse came into the picture. And it's actually really neat the way that it came to us. And that was through our leadership conference that we do with Integrity every June down in Dallas.
Right.
And last year's leadership conference was pretty cool. It really focused a lot on customer service And all of the integrity employees were tasked with submitting an idea on how we can really make customer service the top priority for our agents. And one of our partners up in Minnesota, Golden Care, Tom Randall over there, he actually presented the idea of the agent reward program that they had been using in their office for quite some time, and they really had some good traction with. And so once he presented at the conference and everybody came back and voted on what should win the conference, Tom's idea of the agent reward program won. And we just absolutely loved that idea. So we partnered up with them, and Tom and Corey over at Golden Care have been phenomenal to work with. And we are just so excited to have this platform that we can really thank those agents who are partnering with us and doing everything we can to make sure that they know that we appreciate them. So thank you, Tom and Corey over there. We really appreciate what you've done for us to help us get this up and going.
Yeah, and that's all about us being an integrity family. So it's not just us here at Neishloss and Fleming. It's about us being an integrity family overall, all of us with Integrity Marketing Group, and they're one of those. So yeah, we pass around ideas. Leadership conferences are great where all you guys get to kind of discuss things to make the business better. And it's really, at the end of the day, all of those meetings, all of those conferences, all of really the meeting of the minds between the leadership of any of the platform partners, certainly Integrity Marketing Group, and really anyone at all, is all about making it better for the agent, making it easier for the agent to serve the client, and in turn that will then benefit the client, which is how everything goes all around the circle. So that's really what it's all about. This program, I think, does that maybe more than any other before, and as you said, and I think that hits the nail on the head, this is not in any way intended to stress anybody out, add more work to anybody's plate, as we're all busy, and we're even busier now trying to finagle the same operations with the way the world is right now and the future of our world. This is just about thanking you, the agent, for your hard work right now and just continuing your business, especially with everything going on and having to adapt and adjust. So this is just an extra thank you that actually we were going to do anyway, but now even makes more sense with everything going on. So this is just an extra incentive and an extra thank you. So it's not anything else really. This is not added, meant to be any extra work for anybody. This is just really a thanks. And the only person that had to maybe do some extra work on this to make this happen is Christine, but I think it's certainly worthwhile, and I know that it's your pleasure based on what the agents deserve and to help their success and make it even more of a thank you. And again, the cherry on top of that sundae for them. So Christine, thanks for joining me on this one. We talked about doing it for a while. I'm glad we got to get this underway, especially now. I think this honestly it's even more, a better program. It makes even more sense now with everything going on, especially with the affiliation with Amazon. I think that's big. Is not going to be affiliated with any company that maybe an agent doesn't like or doesn't want to purchase from, or doesn't even want to go to this particular store or that particular business, that company. None of those opinions matter. Everybody loves Amazon. You can get whatever you want there. So, and it makes it really easy. So there's no there's no way to have any problems. This is for everybody. So again, Christine, thanks for joining me. And again, you can talk to Christine. You can talk to any of us about the Greenhouse program. It's something that is for the agents. It's meant as a thank you. And it is all over our website, which is NandFinc.com. It's definitely there. Definitely has a tab there, as well as being promoted all through social media. So all over Neishloss and Fleming on Facebook, LinkedIn, and all of our social platforms. And you can find this and any other podcasts we have going on, as well as any webinar to talk about any carriers, any of our interviews with any of the reps about what's going on in the business and what these carriers are doing in terms of the plans and the programs that you, the agent, are working on that then lead to you being benefited by programs like Greenhouse, as well as everything else we're doing with Medicare Center, Snoozy, etc. So for Christine and all of us here at Neishloss, I'm your host, Mike Asti. Until we meet again.